like your love. Good morning, everybody. It's Babz Rawls-Ivy. This is LoveBabz, LoveTalk. Harry is somewhere in the ethers. I just saw him, but he's working on stuff because it's Friday. Woo! It's another hot day in the Elm, people. Hot. Although, unlike a lot of other people, I'm not complaining because I kind of dig it. So I was out in it yesterday. I'll be out in it today. That's what I'm saying. Last night, the screening of Claude Got Shot was good. I'm so glad people came and saw the film. And it was a great talk back, too. It was really good. Barbara Fair, activist Barbara Fair was there. State Rep Robin Porter, my dear love. Ife came. Claudette, who is a doctoral student at Southern, working on, I think, sociology, I think. Steve Ham was in the space, filmmaker, and just, New Haven resident around town. Ice the Beef folks were there. So it was good. I know the New Haven Free Public Library people was like, okay, we need y'all to get out the library. We want to go home. Because we would have kept talking to Claude all damn night because it was just that good. But we had to leave. We had to leave. But it was a good conversation. So thank you, Gorman Bashard, for letting me be a part of that project. And Andrew came. Thank you, Andrew, for showing up. I don't think Andrew listens too much on the air. I guess, you can listen to somebody too much, their voice could grate your nerves. So I don't know if the sound of my voice grates his nerves, but I know he's like, I listen to that chick every day. But thank you for showing up. And he looked cute in his little shorts, tank top, t-shirt, and his little sandals. So, but it was good. It was good. And then so we tried to go over to the owl shop, but you just can't, everybody's back now, these damn kids, and New Haven is like, on and popping. So we couldn't find any place to park. So we ended up going to our old haunt, our favorite haunt. We rolled over to Cave Vin. So I had a chance to, have 2 rounds of tequila. Because, if you're drinking that late at night, it's really tequila. You don't want anything more, anything stronger. Like not late night wine, not late night, any tequila. You want tequila, it's good on your body. So anyway, so we did that and we shut them down because we are always closing out bars, I swear to God. So we closed them down and we came on home. That was what we were doing. So I mean, it was good. It was really good. It was a good night. It was hot. It was hot. But yeah, so it was good. So today, I may try to catch a film today. We'll see. I wanted to catch My Left Hand, but it was playing at the same time. Claude Got Shot, so I was doing my duty over at Claude Got Shot. So that was good. So yeah. So I'm watching the news, and I guess they found 2 more species of dinosaurs, like the big ones, like the Brochosauruses, right? Like the Brochosauruses, like with the long neck and so they're saying like, they're like 65 feet tall and like tons and tons and tons, like 80 feet wide, and just unbelievable. So I guess that throws another wrench in those plans that Christ walked with the dinosaurs. So I don't know. Interesting.
Well, I can't stay. Gotta get it. There's a documentary on it.
Oh, is there? Well, I know they just found some new, a new species. Like they found bones of a new species, and so they think underneath They think they're gonna find its eggs and more of its nest and all that, like big. So
Yeah, I
it's
was
like,
reading a story that they're actually right now science is capable of actually doing Jurassic
uh-huh.
planet. Like, yeah, we're able to do it now, but no. The documentary I'm talking about is the Flintstones. I used to watch it. I used to watch it every morning growing up.
Do you know the song?
Uh,
Flintstones, meet the
the
Flintstones.
Flintstones, yeah, something
They're a modern
family.
day family that rock. No, something. Oh gosh, I can't.
So I'm just saying that you're saying Jesus didn't walk with dinosaurs. I'm telling you,
Say
I
he
saw it
did.
on the Flintstones, and Jesus didn't come in on a jackass. He came in on a raptor.
Okay,
Written wrong.
all right. I'll go with that, Harry.
He came in.
That's listen, listen. I guess if you walk down water, I guess the raptor is not too far from the.
Why not?
Uh,
For me, you might as well add it to the story.
listen. So now you know this weekend, Harry. All the Christians gonna be at my door.
You might as well just add it to the story.
Harry, I'm gonna have a revival on the porch because they're gonna come for me for even saying that. People, Jesus did not walk with the dinosaurs. Stop saying that mess.
Yesterday I
Oh,
since I was outside of the studio, yeah, I had to work outside. I had the mask on all day. I see it on the camera. I got pimples in my mustache now from mask on.
well, now you gotta change mask.
I think it was just the humidity and
Oh
everything.
yeah, it might have been that the humidity mixed with humidity.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Inside that office. Unbelievable.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot, baby. It is hot, and people are out their bag. I was downtown last night, Harry. I had to scream at somebody because I was trying to go down the street where bar is in Geronimo. You know how tight and congested it could be when people are partying. So this chick was trying to park her car. She was a lousy parker. She was lousy at it. You ask my friends, you ask anybody who knows me, I could parallel park like a boss, Harry. I could probably do it in my sleep. That's because I remember when I took my driving test, I failed parallel parking. So I made it my mission to learn how to parallel park. So I can parallel park anything, and I got a big giant Traverse. I can parallel park that thing like it's a Miata. So anyway, this chick was trying to park. So she had all the traffic backed up, and her girlfriend, her drunk ass girlfriend, was trying to help her park. And it was just a mess. So I was yelling out my window. I was like, if you don't move that goddamn car so I could park, sorry. And she was
Falling,
like,
falling in that
oh,
stage.
you giving me road rage? Look at your car. Your car is dented. I said, well, my car ain't dented for road rage. You know what my car is dented from? For kicking somebody's ass and throwing up against my car. Harry, I was,
Yesterday
I should not have been doing that, Harry, because what if she had a gun?
no, yeah, but yesterday I went through the same thing, but not me. I was looking at it. Um, I went to get Popeyes, on Kimberly, and
They don't have
some
no fish, Harry.
I know they have no fish. I got spicy chicken,
Is the
so
spicy chicken good?
it's too crunchy for me.
I'll see, then I'll like it because I like the crunchy.
It's better than KFC.
Harry, I told you should have went down the street to Mambo's.
Actually, I was right there. Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, you know what's the boulevard when it turns into Kimberly?
Yes.
Right. So some guy jumped. We have the right of way, right? So there's this lady in an Explorer, a Ford Explorer in front of me. right? And the guy turns on red, but we
Ooh,
have the right of way, so he cut her off. So
ooh.
she stayed on the horn, and he stopped his car right in front of her, and then banged on her hood.
Oh,
And
like
I'm
he
like,
got out his car?
he got out of his car, and he banged on her hood, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh,
And she didn't
this
run him,
ain't.
and she didn't run him over?
No, she just got that. She got scared. Um, these days, like you said, you don't know who's gonna have a gun and shoot you
That's true, Harry.
because they
But
cut you off. They cut her off, and she's the one in danger. I'm like, oh my god. So, but he got into his car and kept going. Crazy out there. It's crazy out there. It's like even if you have the right of way, it's your fault. These days. It's like,
yeah.
oops, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no, you're
sorry.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I'm
You are
sorry for honking my
absolutely
horn.
right.
I'm sorry for honking my horn. It's like crazy. But
No, you're absolutely right, Harry. Because yeah, yeah. But I was so mad, and then she was still talking. I was like, "You fat cow!" But when I said cow, I really said bitch. But it's a family show, so people think I can't be mean, Harry. I can put on a mean girl. Listen. Don't let this champagne and cigars fool you. It will be Colt 45 and Newports in 2 seconds. No, people forget, Harry. You got to remind people sometimes. I used to drink Colt 45 and smoke Newports. Listen, don't let the sophistication fool you. I could throw some, you know.
yeah,
I'm not trying to be in these streets fighting, Harry, but every now and again, sometimes you just want to smack the taste out somebody's mouth.
I know it happens all the time where you just say to yourself, "Man, can it be 30 years ago?"
I know. In those moments.
Yeah, it's like
You would have got a kid to whoop ass. But I'm older. I'm almost senior citizen. Like, so I need to just tone it down. Tone it down. But I'm telling you, that woman pissed me off so bad last night. And then and then when I drove away, I was like, okay, why was I mad about that? Because I have to walk myself through, because I'm mature now. So I have to why was I mad? I could have just sat there and waited till that woman parked her car, even though she had all the traffic backed up, all of it.
what I've learned to do is because I'm a much more aggressive driver by myself. So I'm by myself. I could act like I could get angry quick. Why I used to. So I started telling myself either Karen's in the car or Bella's in. So in situations where I would normally get angry, or if I was rushing somewhere without cause, it's still in me from New York. I have to go 100 miles an hour to get to somewhere that I'm not late for. You know what I'm saying? I just have to get there. So what I did is I always tell myself, driving with Bella or you're driving with Karen. Because that always makes me go back.
Calm down, yes, because you care about them and you don't want any harm. So I feel you. I have no such thought.
Yeah, so now it's like I'm driving Miss Daisy.
Woo-wee. Driving Miss Daisy is right, Harry. Right. So yeah. I was really interested in the dinosaur thing this morning. I really was. Like, that's pretty. We're still finding dinosaurs, Harry. Can you imagine?
In Jurassic Park. I wouldn't mind a Jurassic Park if we could make it
No, Harry. No.
we could make it like in.
Do you trust humans to corral dinosaurs?
No, but you got to
We
make it
can't
on.
even trust them to take care of animals already in the zoo.
We put it on a deserted island. Well, it wouldn't be deserted if we put it there. Then
What island is deserted? There's no deserted islands. And listen, if Godzilla and King Kong could get off an island, guess what? These dinosaurs could get off the island too.
Make it interesting.
And they put Titan in their names. That whatever they named them, they named them Titan.
You know what? You could it would make it interesting, right? So when you go, oh, there's some dinosaurs missing on the island. I wonder where they're gonna pop up.
New York, because everybody
Yeah.
wants to go to, or Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't like dinosaurs like that. Like listen, I still freak out watching Jurassic Park. Like it just creeps me out.
And you know there'll be poachers, right? So
And there's people trying to mess with their DNA to bring them back.
we have it. We have technologies. Yeah, I say go for it before China does it.
See, this is why humans are bad for the planet.
Before
and,
China does it.
And the planet is telling us, Harry, humans are the problem. and the Earth is going to figure out how to get rid of us. The Earth is already figuring out how to get rid of us because the Earth is tired of us. You see these, what do they call them? Murder hornets? What the hell is a murder hornet, Harry?
You'll know when it lands on you.
They arrested.
Is oh my God.
Well, they're back and they're telling people if you see them, report it immediately and to pay attention which way they fly to so that they can catch it.
So follow.
I'm not doing none of that. But they saw some in Washington State. Harry, what? I don't know what, murder hornets. Asian giant hornets. Asia might have to get off the planet because they got too much. There's too many things that come from Asia, Harry, that is just detrimental to all of us. And I don't mean the people of Asia. I just mean all the crazy things that murder hornets. It's the world's largest hornet. It's native to temperate and tropical East Asia, South Asia, mainland Southeast Asia, and parts of Russia, Far East. So why is it in Washington State?
And why did it get its name, murder hornets? Who is it murdering?
I know. And they're trying to shut them down, Harry. They're trying to get rid of them because they are I guess they're dangerous. I mean, if you got murder in your name.
That's what I'm saying. Who named it and why?
They you know what? They kill honeybees.
So that's bad.
Yes, because honeybees are the key to life on the planet.
We need to get rid of them.
I think Disney needs to make a movie about killing murder hornets. Because that's the only way. People like murdering things. Like people like a us them kind of thing.
You said Disney should make a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll make killing fun and pretty.
Or they'll make people like them
and then want to be like
as pets.
Murder hornets lives matter.
Yeah.
Like, no, they kill the honeybees. Do you know that honeybees are the key to life?
Murder hornets. You have the plague in Colorado.
I'm telling you, Harry, the Earth wants humans off of it. How can it not? Look, the weather, the ice, the polar ice caps are melted. Water is drying up, deserts, fires, locusts, cicadas.
You know what's funny? The ice is melting, the caps are melting, and that Russia, China are intentionally melting parts of the Antarctic so that they could build, I guess, bases and stuff there. So they're helping kill the environment.
You know, somebody needs to tap them on the shoulder. It's like, you know, when you kill the environment, you know, you're a part of this too.
You know, eventually you die too.
You know, help me understand.
It's world domination.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. But, you know, is it really world domination, Harry, if there's no world left to dominate?
You know, they're using the genetic tool CRISPR to create superhumans and soldiers. These are but Russia's more than likely doing it. You see some of the Olympic athletes. They look like humans. But that saying that about Russia, the people look steroid induced. I don't know.
Right. Then they knock on your door.
Oh, that's right. Wait. LoveBabz, LoveTalk.
There's Harry. Oh, look. Harry's throwing Babz under the bus yet again.
LoveBabz, LoveTalk.
Don't throw me under the bus.
But they, you know, so they don't care about the environment because they think they're creating much like Hitler. They think they're on the verge of creating a perfect human being.
Yeah.
So,
we've seen Frankenstein try to do this. I mean, we've seen these movies, Harry, where people try to do this. Can I just tell you, not a good idea.
let's eat.
And, you know, honestly, my money is for cyber warfare these days. Because you know what? You can have all the army you want, but if you shut everybody down, that's right, Paul. You can't get no better than me and Harry.
Although I would take it extra crispy if they could fix my knees, give me everything I need for sustainable 300 years.
You want to live 300 years?
If I'm in tip top shape, Babz, to do everything I want to do, yeah, maybe I'll go for 700. How long did Adam?
I don't know.
Like 700?
Yeah, but those conditions, I don't. Paul is chiming in.
Yeah, sorry, we on the radio.
Oh, yeah, we on the radio. We on the radio.
We stopped to read Paul's text.
I know, like dead air. Like, oh, we can't have dead air. I don't want to live that long, Harry. You want to live that long?
First off, I don't know about this life right now.
No.
So
I'm having a hard time being in this life. I don't know what it'll be
right.
like 300 years from now.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna spiral to by then. Are we gonna get better?
Oh, there'll be no illnesses. Then we'll live forever. Fame! I want to live forever. No. I mean, I think at some point you have to die. Because you know what, Harry? I think there's some other realm that we must get to. And if we stay focused on this, we never get to expand or develop into our full potential, because I think our potential is part of the cycle, right? Like this is one physical realm. And then when we wear out this particular vessel, we move on to the next thing. And I don't want to miss out on the next thing because I'm so wedded to this.
I think so. I think it's part of the evolutionary process of the universe.
And please don't come to my porch preaching this weekend.
No, I'm just saying we're so small-minded that we think of heaven, hell, we put ourselves into this corner, and we're much more than that. We're part of a universe.
We are the stuff
Man,
of stars. Yes.
yes. You know, so yeah, I think it's just part of the death is part of the evolutionary of this. Yeah, it's interesting. Next,
I think so. Uh, I think so. I think so. Just saying.
these,
Uh,
these comments are not go after her because I said probably know her.
well, you know what I think, Harry? I don't think heaven is a place you go to. I don't think hell is a place you go to. I think heaven and hell is what you create based on who you are. I do, because I just can't imagine a collective hell. It just doesn't make any sense, you know, considering that all sin is not created equal.
I
And all good deeds are not created equal.
and
Because I know what hell would be like for me. Lock someplace where there's no champagne. That's one.
and the thing is that it ties in the piece of a merciful God. I I don't think it exists the way people think it does, like just something. What happens if you believe nothing at all? You're atheist, but you're a great person,
Yeah.
you know? So I don't think uh, the way been taught or how it's the afterlife, I don't think it's you think it.
Agree. I agree. I never thought that. I mean, and you could just look to nature and the way that nature sort of tells us the story of life after death and life and the continuation of things. You know, what does die mean? What does it mean? And so, and I know there are scholars out there who contemplate this, but I feel pretty strongly that I just don't imagine I'm going to the same hell as some other people. I just don't see that. That doesn't feel realistic. It's like we don't all go to the same bars, for heaven's sake. I mean, we don't. I mean, we don't all drink the same thing. There's all different kinds of.
And
I mean,
certain
those little things tell you that there's hell's not going to be this burning pit fire. And I think if people truly understand the Bible and they think about Revelation, Revelation is not what is coming. Revelation is what has happened. And so, um, so when people sort of quote Revelations, they do it from a backwards sort of place, you know. And there's a reason why on earth as it is in heaven is pretty specific. That you create your own heaven and you create your own hell, and people do. People will tell you addiction of some sort is hellish, right? That they can't overcome these things. It's like hell. And there are people who will tell you their favorite job is heaven, or some place is heaven, or some experience is heaven. Oh, I'm with that camp. I'm with that camp.
go preach religion again.
I know, Harry. I know. I know. I know. They'll be on the porch with sage and oils, water. Won't you come? Won't you come? Remember that, Harry, the altar call? Won't you come? Won't you come?
Or like me watching The Exorcist in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. The power of God compel you.
Harry, let me tell you, who among us hasn't spit that out in those moments when you're scared to death and you're like, Lord, if you could just get me out of this.
No.
Christ, power of Christ compels you. It's like, okay. You know, I've said it many a nights, and I've been afraid. Well, when I was a young woman walking the streets of New Haven, all hours of the night, trying to get to where I need to go, hoping that nobody jumped out and attacked me, and no one ever did. So,
Oh, growing up, one of my more things, more interesting aunts, the witch.
like like um like
You know,
Samantha and Endora
no,
and
no,
Tabitha.
more like brujeria,
Oh, okay, all right, I got you.
which is a mixture. I think Anru has actually defined it.
Yes.
So she would pray to these trusting the gods
Yeah.
and everything, and would tell me to do certain things, and I would tell her no. She would tell me, "I'm gonna come get you in bed." I believe her.
That's a terrible thing to tell a
I
kid.
know. And I used to walk into her house, and she had a cigar lit to the, I don't know what you call it, saint or whatever, Chango, which I think Anru has also met. So as a kid, I I actually think I experienced that cigar getting smoked. I don't know. I remember that. Oh, I don't know. I was so afraid of everything that was happening that I believed it into existence. You
Oh
know.
my God. Well, it might have
So
happened, Harry. I mean,
also
don't dismiss it.
I was scared of all of that. So when she told me, "You better do this," or they're gonna come get you, and I was like, "My God." She sits down and she's having a cigar with the invisible man. So I better believe this, but I still wouldn't do anything.
Is she still alive, or she
No,
or
no,
she
God
passed
bless her.
on to the other side?
Yeah, God bless her soul. By the time I think by the time she passed, she was born again.
Okay. I'm born again. I've been born again too, Harry. I remember getting baptized. I remember chasing the born, but I was really chasing the born again because when I was in college, there was this brother. He was so fine, Harry, and he was a born again minister. And so I was just hanging around him to be born again because I wanted to hang around him. Really, I was just trying to cozy up. So I'll probably go to hell for that. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Uh, actually, her birthday's coming up. Wait, what's this today? August. Her birthday's August 15th.
Oh,
So,
okay.
um, I remember that because my brother's birthday's. So, actually, she lost her life to COVID.
Oh,
Yeah, about a year ago.
oh,
So, yeah, so this family's gonna be suffering. Yeah, just
oh, that's terrible.
she was.
And you can appreciate it now, right? Like,
Appreciate all of it. I'm gonna say that. Sure, thing with me, but
what? What's a
I
sore
never.
thing?
Well, I never really got along with my family in general. I was the kid that used to get thrown on Sundays. The family would get together at Sundays on grandparents' house, and I was the kid who would get thrown out every Sunday.
Because you had a smart ass mouth.
Thrown out of the family functions. Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
You had a smart mouth. Oh my God, that is hilarious, Harry. Harry, leave the table now. Underlay, leave the table now. When you get slapped in the next week.
The thing is I'm still the same person. So, and they're still the same. So it's still, when we get together,
they still kick you out.
They don't kick me out, and I just stay silent. But I'm still thinking all the same thing.
Oh my God, that is too funny. That is. Leave the table now, Harry. Leave the table now.
It was a bit more than that, but it turned ugly. By the time it was time to kick me out the house, it was ugly.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Hilarious. Everything in the book.
Well, and what has changed?
I was a devil's spawn. Honestly, I've been called that.
Well, some of your views are a little off the wall, but all right.
I was a little.
You said edgy?
Yeah, a little bit edgy. I'm a little problem child.
Oh God!
But they were the adults, and they didn't treat me. Bodies on my point.
Oh, I hear it. You can't see him.
Fine. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to go check.
Yeah, it's like Ghost. You have Ghost? Oh, I had to run downstairs to check the front door because we hear banging. And he's got Harry's got cameras like like he's like a bunker, right? So Harry can see you 20 yards out. He can see you 20 yards out, so you can't really sneak up on him. There's no sneaking up. Oh, so interesting. So we're getting ready to have the Elm Shakespeare people come on in about 10:15, and I'm very much looking forward to talking to them because they're doing something very different this year. They have a teen Shakespeare festival, so they've got a bunch of productions going on by their folks, by the teens, and the collab effort with Ice the Beat folks, which is cool for Black kids, right? So they had some Black kids, and they've been rocking this whole Shakespeare commitment, and so I'm looking forward to seeing Gracie do Pericles. Gracie's in Pericles, so I think we're going to see it. I want to say, yikes, Sunday. Sunday? I think Sunday is my day. Yes, we're going Sunday night. So I'm looking forward to it. My daughter Margot did Shakespeare teen troupe. Did it for all through high school, and it was really good for her. Overly dramatic. So the bard fit right in with her crazy. So yeah. But I think it's a good way for kids to learn and to explore. And theater, I think, will get you out of your shell. If you have a shell, you certainly can blossom. You certainly can blossom. And yeah, I would, if you have a kid, put them in that. Pay the money, whatever it is, pay it, get some scholarship, whatever. Put your kid in that because it's well worth the effort. And I love that, you know, New Haven has its own its own Shakespearean troupe, right? Like that just elevates our city. And if you've not gone to a Elm Shakespeare production, you really are missing out. Even if you don't dig Shakespeare, the atmosphere it just elevates your artistic coolness. You know, it does. And you can follow along, even if you don't understand, even if you can't get over the language, you can follow along. You can watch and understand what is happening. You know a fight scene when you see a fight scene. You know a love scene when you see a love scene. You see it contemplative stuff, you know it when you see it. Know when people are struggling with to make a decision, you know it. You know. And Shakespeare is all about the struggle. It's all about the struggle about decisions. There's always a decision to be made, you know. Talk about good versus evil. And it's never really good versus evil. It's just Shakespeare's whatever is right in that moment. That's how it always feels to me. Like whatever is right in that moment. So that's just my Shakespearean 2 cents. I love the Bard. I never tire of it. I told you I was in I for the first time I saw Shakespeare in the Park in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I was blown away by the Merry Wives. It was so well done. We liked it so much we thought we wanted to stay and see it again. So yeah, I'm so glad that we have that going on in our city. So, I know they don't got a Shakespeare in Hamden. No shade to Hamden. Well, kind of shade to Hamden. So yeah. So do all the things this weekend. Get involved. The New Haven documentary film festival is still going on. That's a good thing. Paul, I'm thinking I might run up to Three Girls Vegan this weekend and get me some vegan food. Get me some Italian vegan food. I don't know if the weather is not janky. My car is janky though. It's time for me to buy a new car, and I don't want to. I finally put the call in for a new car, Harry. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go to Key Hyundai Monday, I think.
The commercial all the time.
Start this process of what can I afford?
Yeah,
Throw
so,
go in there and tip the tables and then walk out. Hell no, I'm not paying that.
Oh, the torture. Oh, the torture buying such torture. But so they're replacing wood, painting my back porch.
Oh.
And so supposedly I got an email, which is possible. I don't read all my.
Oh, well then, you know what?
Possible.
Oh yeah, no, and hitting their head on your steps and then put it in a claim. Just saying.
That's good. And they're replacing and then back porch. They just put the front porch. Haven't painted.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Nice. Probably because a bunch of people have gotten together. Probably.
Oh, that is too
only
funny.
Certain people will get in their proper. Equity is.
Well, isn't that good?
It shouldn't take lawyers.
Well, that's a listen. Sometimes you have to. You know, sometimes you have to, Harry, because people just won't do right. They just won't do right. So Texas and Florida, Harry, have 40% of all the new COVID cases. 40. And Mississippi's medical, their hospital system is about to collapse. They're like a bed away from collapse. But no, we don't want to wear masks. I guess they're taking it literally, Harry. Live free or die. That's their live free or die is literal. Okay. I don't think that's what the forefathers meant, but okay. That's how you all roll.
And then they should worry about vaccinating.
Yeah, well. Not the mark of the beast, Harry. not magnets in your blood. Oh, they're that's a way of tracking you. Because this isn't a tracking device.
I'm telling you, that's the mark of the beast.
This is the mark of the beast right here. This is the ultimate tracking machine right here. Listen, you don't think if you say something out loud, if I say right now, Harry, you know what? I like to go glam camping, glamping. When I go into my Facebook, guess what I'm gonna see? 50 million glamping sites. Because that's how it is. This thing is listening to me. It's paying attention to me. Or if I do a search, if I do a Google search, Harry, the next thing I know, when I go to my Facebook page or my Instagram, I'm gonna see 50 million things about what I was searching for. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Yep. Elon Musk said, don't because people are saying, oh, AI. He was saying, yeah, it's coming and it's gonna be worse than we think. But don't think that you haven't already been basically put into the matrix with AI because
you have.
Your cell phone is an appendage, right? It's part of you. So some people can't exist without it. They go into shock without their phone. So yeah, so it's happened already, people. It didn't take that long. Like 20 years ago?
90 something? 90, 98?
Like 97.
Yeah, 97, 98.
Around there.
Yeah. So not that long.
Not that long. And it's already a crutch. So it's just going to get worse because
they're going to make these phones do a lot more than you've ever done before.
And we're not, let's face it, the generation that's behind us is much more lazy than we ever were.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I'm going to go with you on that. You watch. Just watch. So we're waiting for the Elm Shakespeare people. I hope I sent them the link. I believe I did.
LoveBabz, love. 5F. You're home.
Woo-hoo. Boo, boo, boo.
Yes. Now you've been to Shakespeare at the Park in New York.
Yes.
You've been to the St. Haven?
Yes.
What's the difference? What do you think of comparing them?
Well, I think New York is a bigger stage and they have more money. You know what I mean? Like they have big sponsors, they have more money. It's different in the sense that they've got a bigger pool of money to play from, I think. But we do well here too. Like our Elm Shakespeare folks do an amazing job with what we have, and to have a dedicated space in Egerton Park as its home is an amazing thing. So
yeah, but and also what I'm thinking of is really like the after type thing, the environment. So you have Central Park, which basically is home to everything, and then you have basically New Haven, the Elm Shakespeare, where you get a different feel, but it's still home to a lot.
Yeah, it's still home to a lot. It's still yeah. So it's not like you're down, like a downgrade. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I had neither Harry till I was there the other week. I was like, whoa, whoa.
You know, when after this, living in New York and other things, people from outside of New York want to go and see. Um, for me, every time I've gone to see, like when I took um the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that, for me, everything just looks so much smaller after being outside of New York. I guess it's because I lived with everything. We would go to school trips to whatever function. Uh, everything. We used to take to the museum, to this. Those were school trips for us. Now, when I go back, everything looks so much smaller to me. This is not as grand, or it's not as grand to me. I grew up with it. But like my brother-in-law was like, oh, God. Yeah.
I'm still amazed when
Yeah.
I see the Statue of Liberty. Like it still moves me to see it. And I take the Staten Island ferry across just so I can see it because it's cheap.
That's part of the experience.
Although I tell you what, I've not done, Harry. I've not done the High Line. Have you ever done the High Line? What's the High Line? You know the trolley that goes across it's a public park built on a historic freight rail, so it's elevated above the streets. It's on Manhattan's west side, so I've never done the High Line. I've always wanted to go over there. I think I might. So it's a 1.45 mile long elevated linear park greenway and rail, so that you can, I like to do that. So maybe I'll do that. And they always have art exhibits over there and all kinds of stuff, but I've never done it. So I'd like to go over there and check it out.
Yeah, Karen and I have thought of doing the bus tours. City.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it might be nice, Harry, to be a tourist in your own town.
Yeah.
Like to be a tourist in New York, even though you're a New Yorker. It's just things that I'm sure you don't know. Huh?
That the music. Oh.
What music?
Radio machine.
Oh, see, that's that AI for you.
And Facebook. Everybody should get.
But is Paul listening on his? He's listening from the website.
Yeah, well, if it's on the Facebook Live, they shouldn't hear the radio.
But he's not listening to Facebook Live.
He has to be listening. Yeah, he has to be listening on the stream.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I just fixed it.
You know, one day Harry is going to come back and say, "No, Harry, that's not what we want to do."
AI just finished the show for us. 10 o'clock hour, you're done.
Yes. Oh, we didn't even hear the thing. If
Yeah.
you just, yeah. The AI is doing its own thing. Because we have to start the show and start again for the new guest. See, this is how AI gonna jank us up, Harry, because it's not gonna take our direction. It's like, damn you humans, we're gonna do what we want to do. Terminator, watch all those films. We're moving in that direction. You talk about prophecy, Terminator 1 through how are they like 20 Terminator movies?
In the last one, I think it's like 6. Last one was pretty good with Sarah Connor coming.
It's all good now, Harry said. Paul said.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Right back.
We'll be right back
with Elm City Shakespeare.
Elm City Shakespeare. To be or not to be.
And music. Cue music, Harry.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenradio.org.